Welcome to 23rd Garage. Today we have a very exciting video for you guys. The Infinity QX60 is going to be finished. We're going to get all the framework done today simply because we got all the parts, well, most of them. We also have a very exciting new build for you guys. Super excited about this. It's actually kind of a famous, well, brother of some famous people, but it's right here. He's about to pull up and we'll talk to him a little bit about it and see what he wants to do and what direction he wants to take with it.
So what do you think?
I like it.
Pretty nice, ain't it?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Rubicon.
It doesn't even look like it has really framework. Just maybe need to pull that out and replace it.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that dang, that's nice. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna keep it stock or are you gonna
keep it stock? Completely
stock? No tires, no lift, nothing?
I might do a lift.
Or
This thing's got 46,000 miles on it.
46K?
That's cool.
I'd build it. Let us build it, Sally. Let us build it for you.
Build it.
You want to?
Go ahead.
All right.
Do the flare, what they call it, the
we can reach out to Rough Country, and they will deck this thing out. Did you see the last Jeep we did? The silver one? Yeah, we built it. It was just a regular Willys, but it was a JK. If we did what we did to that one on this one, man, this thing would be absolutely insane.
Let's do it.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
As soon as I get the job done that's on the frame, and then this other little white car, which is a very mild job, we'll jump right onto this thing. Heck yeah. Hey, we're gonna build it for him.
For real?
Yeah. You down? Little collaboration.
You get some Rough Country parts for it.
How much you pay for it?
Like 12.
Hey man, we gonna get it about as high as you are right now.
I'm gonna have a hard time.
He gave us the go ahead to build this thing. I am super excited, guys. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing once we're done with it. It is a Rubicon, so it's got the Dana 44s front and rear. It's an automatic, which he probably wants an automatic because he's a grown man.
A little older.
Yeah, he's a grown
Elbows
man.
a little wore out.
He mature with it, you know. But the one thing that we're going to try to do is we are going to build it for him, but we are going to make sure that we keep all the drivability. That way, when he's going down the freeway, it's not squirrely on him or anything like that. So we're definitely going to make sure to stick with Rough Country, and we're not going to go too high, not going to go too aggressive with the tires, and just make sure everything's perfect. So I think it's going to be real fun. Stay tuned for that.
Who's this?
This is an OG supporter. Like,
He's like one of the first subscribers.
Really?
yeah, he lives in Florida, and he's been sending us pictures of AMGs like every week, and finally he got this one. So it's pretty nice. It runs and kind of high miles though, you know.
It kind of looks like a Ford Porsche.
Pretty sweet car.
Yeah, that's a nice car.
It sounds good.
I'm just not a Mercedes guy.
Yeah, neither am I. So while we are waiting on the bolt for the Infinity, we are actually going to go ahead and get my M3 inside. I want to put it up on the lift and do a couple of things to the bottom of it. And also I want to get it out of the weather. So let's go do that real quick. One of the main reasons why I want to get this car inside is because the paint is like, you know, with the issues we've been having with the paint. And I think I just scratched it. And so I want to get it out of the dew and the rain and the elements. So I want to get it inside. I did get it running the other day. It's running a lot better than it was. It's actually running good, right?
I think it has something to do with that full tank of gas that we put in.
Yeah. Also, I cleaned every injector. We cleaned the injectors, remember?
Oh yeah, that too.
So yeah, we'll crank it up here for you in a second, but let's get this thing inside. Hey, close my door all the way. Hey, come that way a little. it drives. That's one of the biggest things I was worried about because, you know, obviously it needs to drive. So what's up, Dad? What's up with the compressor?
We order.
Ordered?
Yeah.
What's up with the bolt?
Maybe a couple of hours.
Couple hours. All right, so we got the M3 up onto the lift and we started to work on it, and then Mr. Mark decided he was going to park his car right underneath it. No, I'm kidding. Dad actually asked us to help on one of his cars. He really needs some help with it because it's been sitting for a while. He wants to get it out of here. So even though we do have a lot of stuff going on and I do really need to get that car done, it's my pops. I got to help him out. So we're going to put a couple of studs here for him, pull it out, and then weld this little bracket on for him. So he went to get some gas for the welder because we did use it all up and we're out. And while he's gone, we're going to put some studs right here and pull that out real quick. All right, so I'm going to try to put one of these on, see what happens. I'm not a body man, but I do body work. One of the most important things about these stud pullers is you don't want to hold it on there for too long. You want it just to grab enough to jerk it out. You'd rather it pop off than stay on there, because if you weld it on there too hard, then you have to like cut it off and stuff, and it messes it up. You know what else I want to do, Nate? I want to put a little piece in right here as well. You see that?
Yeah, you need a piece.
Yeah. You want to find me a little chunk, Dad?
What's a Hyundai?
Продай Hyundai, купи машину. I think that's it for now. All right, I'm gonna let him take care of the rest. I think our job here is done. Dad is an excellent body man, so he'll cut those off and put some body work on it, and we'll circle back around later and see how he's doing on it. But for now, let's jump back on that Infinity. We did get the bolt, so we should be able to, if we have enough energy after everything we've been doing today, which wasn't that much, but it wears you out. It wears you out mentally. So hopefully we can get that frame job done today. Let's go over there. I've been dreading this moment for so long. This right here, these bends and whatnot. I don't know. I'm on the fence whether I should straighten it off the car, just on the ground, or if I should weld it on and straighten it. The thing about it is,
I think honestly, if you stick that bolt in there and you tighten it up real nice and you put that bracket on there, you can straighten it all up with that.
What bracket?
The bracket that holds the whole side on. If you put all the
oh yeah, I'll have all the measurements and stuff. You're right.
I think everything will be straight enough. Tack it on there, then
maybe, but I would have to weld. I'd have to weld the actual rail on first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Which is what I don't want to do unless I have the rebar on and the core support. You see what I'm saying? That is why I hate when Dad buys these type of parts right here. He always brings me parts like this, like twisted and jacked up and yoinked. It wasn't his fault this time because we couldn't find one, but just saying, happens all the time. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to tack it in a couple of different spots, and once we have it tacked and it's holding on there pretty decently, we will try to straighten this out right here and this out right here, and then hopefully we can straighten that out real nice and get the core support on there and get the rebar on. Once we get all that stuff on, everything bolts up nice, then we can go ahead and weld the rail in permanently and we'll be done, hopefully. So just very simple.
If this was me, I would have just went ahead
and burned it in, huh?
Burn the whole thing in. I just can't wait till we hit 100K subs. That way we can revamp this area. What I want to do.
Hey, that was a beautiful weld. Look at that. That's like one of my better welds. So now that we have it tacked on, you know what I'd like to see?
What's up?
If this big metal bracket fits. Big dog. I don't even know why this huge thing exists here, but
What it's for and why.
I mean, I know what it's for. It's for big beefiness,
But
but
it's not on the other side, so like, why have it on this side?
because, you know, to protect the driver.
Wait,
Honestly, if this was my car, I would buy a new one, but
we all know why.
we all know why we're not going to be getting a new one. Look at that, guys. It's been a week.
A week.
I hope everybody's proud of me.
That socket set is as old as the YouTube channel.
This socket set was purchased when we started this channel, and look, from 11 to 22, all there, all from this set.
No, I think you're
matching numbers.
You're missing a 16.
Shut up. All right, so first thing we are going to do is go ahead and pull that core support thing. Yeah, a little tighter than that, if you don't mind. The thing about doing like okay, decent framework is that you can actually remove the rebar.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
'cause sometimes you'll remove the rebar, the camera will come back and smack you in the face.
Yeah, sometimes when you come to pick your car up from somebody's backyard and you know they've got it in a tent on a frame machine and they're like, yeah, it's done, and then they tell you, just don't take the rebar off. Objects under high tension. Look at that.
Isn't this supposed to be straight?
Yeah, I gotta tap that in actually, and I gotta tap this out. All right, so we ran into another issue, and it's kind of my fault. I should have checked the hinges that we bought. I don't know who we bought that from. I don't really want to expose them anyways. But the junkyard that we got the hood from, the hinges are damaged, and we were banking on those hinges being fine. So I never really looked at them. They're damaged. I don't want to use damaged hinges. The hood latch is also damaged on it. That's kind of a problem, but we're going to order new hinges. And then the fender that we got, Dad did get a fender from the junkyard, and he had high hopes for this fender, but I crushed all his dreams, and I told him that I'm not going to put that fender on there. It's simply because it's just too damaged. When you line up the front end of the car, you have to start from the fenders, which, I mean, you line them up with the doors, and then you line the hood up to the fenders, and then the headlights to the fenders. So having a really destroyed fender like that, you're not going to be able to line this hood and this front end up. You're going to be working off of something that's already damaged. So I think it's going to be a better idea. It's $350, and I'm going to make him order it. But for the most part, I think we're done. Honestly, I think the car can come off the frame. All I really have to do is weld this piece on right here and check the square. And if the square is right, we know that our the rails are level. Yeah, so if the square is good, we can take the car off the rack. So go ahead and weld it up, and hopefully everything goes good. All right, so I got everything welded up. It looks great. All we have to do now is surface the welds. I tried to make them as flat as possible. That way there would be minimum grinding. Honestly, these welds are really flat. Like a lot of these welds are flatter than some people's welds after grinding. I've seen some guys do some pretty crazy work on these kind of jobs. The only welds that we really will have to grind is going to be the seam welds here. Another thing I wanted to show you guys is right here. If you look into this big weld, excuse me, if you look here, that's not normal, it's not factory, it's only supposed to be from right here to here. But what I did here was I actually welded the two pieces that are overlapping together and also to the apron, just to give us some extra strength. There's going to be a seam there anyways. You'll never see it, but the added strength is very important because we did cut off this rail, so you know it's obviously not factory. Got this thing welded on. He is missing a few more things because, I mean, his dad, I told him about this piece right here today, and he was like, oh, I forgot, I was at the junkyard, blah, blah, blah. But it's okay, we can actually take the car off the rack. I actually have 2 jobs that I need to knock out tomorrow ASAP, so this thing is done for now. All we have to do is come in early in the morning, get it on its wheels, and get it out of here, and then the rest is just grinding and surfacing and painting. So super excited to have this frame job done, right, Nate?
Yeah.
How excited are you?
I'm pretty excited, bro.
That's
to
good.
Get on to the next job, really.
Yeah, because this thing has been holding us back a lot. Like we're trying to bring you guys more and more content, but we have to keep stopping on this and keep working on it, stopping, keep coming back to it. We don't want to do that. So tomorrow I have an Accord to pull, and then that white G35 to pull. Which, you want to show them the cars? Just give them. Oh yeah. Well, they didn't see the Accord. The Accord is super minor, but yeah. I'm sure you guys will enjoy that anyways. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and also check us out on Instagram at 23rd_garage. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.